Welcome back to 843 TV. We are at the Widgeon Point Preserve, which is right over the Broad River Bridge. And we've got Destiney here, and she's with the county and is a passive parks naturalist. And you've been telling us all about what you do and just about the county parks and really the goal. And just remind the viewers what that is.
Yeah, so the Passive Parks Department, our biggest thing is just creating a safe and comfortable place for people to enjoy passive recreation, whether that be bird walking, biking, walking your dog, fishing, anything like that.
All those things are enjoyed by many out here. But you have a lot of educational programs that you do throughout the year geared towards a lot of different people. So talk about those. Give us that overview about, those programs again.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Passive Parks Department has a brand new environmental education program. We first launched in February. And we've been trying some things out, seeing how things are working. Recently, I've been doing some trail talks, bird tours, things like that. And then as we get into the summer, I'm going to be trying a couple more things out. Like at the end of this month, I've got a cast net clinic where I can kind of get people interested in cast netting and see what all the hype is about that. And then also some gator ganders, and then maybe some other types of fish clinics.
Age groups that can join in it, about anyone for age group?
Yeah, open to anyone, free for the public, visitors, residents, anyone can come out and enjoy these programs.
That sounds pretty cool for summer, especially when we've got kids out of school.
Yep.
And need things to do, and we've got a lot of tourists and visitors too. Let's not forget about them, that they can participate. How do people find out the schedule for these coming up?
Yeah, great question. So I'm always posting on Beaufort County's Facebook and Instagram pages. So I try to post the monthly schedule at the beginning of the month, and then I'll update that weekly with the programs that are happening that week. And then I also update the Passive Parks website as well with the schedule.
I think it's important to mention that these are all free, right?
Yes.
Even better, right? Free, no charge to those. So you got the summer lined up, and again, you're kind of finishing your first full year, you told us. Tell us a little bit more about your background and how you just got interested in this.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I kind of always knew my entire life I was going to be a naturalist. I grew up in northeastern Indiana, spent a lot of time in state parks. My first job, I wanted to work for DNR so bad, I cleaned bathrooms at a state park. So kind of always knew this is what I wanted to do. So when we moved to South Carolina in 2017, I went to the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. Obtained an interdisciplinary studies degree in English and biology. Moved out to Charleston, worked on Kiowa Island as a naturalist, and eventually the nature program manager out there. And then here I am.
I think you're in the right spot in the Lowcountry and all those surrounding areas to do what you love to do.
Yeah.
So that's very neat. And I know you're excited about developing your role as it goes and so forth. So we talked about summer programs. What about other times of the year? What are you working on?
Yeah, so I will be offering social programming year-round. So I always want to have a monthly schedule with set programs that the public can come out and enjoy for free. But then I'll also offer classroom, educational institution programming, as well as private group institutional programming.
You can go into the schools and do this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, field trips and so forth. Teachers, they got to remember that. So that's really important thing to have that hands-on education and so forth. What about the creatures? We talked about alligators. Everybody's always fascinated. You showed us something very cool that you had in your pocket, actually.
Yeah.
But tell us about the animal wildlife part of what you do.
Yeah, so for me, I think environmental education starts with kids, right? And one of the easiest ways to build that love and passion for the environment and the wildlife that we have here is to put those creatures in our kids' hands. So we are working on building some animal ambassadors resources with the Passive Parks Department. We're keeping it super simple, but we've got a couple turtles that we're working with, and some
I like that, a couple turtles.
It's just a couple turtles and some different types of frogs, and then we're hopeful to maybe get a snake and some other critters as we build our department. But the biggest thing is just letting the kids see those animals up close and personal, and building somewhat of a personal relationship with them so they can learn to respect them.
For them in the environment, because that's a big thing too, isn't it? Just they're here, we're here in their space, actually. So appreciating that and educating the kids on how to interact and not interact with the wildlife.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else, as we wrap up real quick, anything else you want to share with viewers about your programs?
Biggest things, again, is they're free and open to everyone. If you have any questions at any point, you can always email me, call me. All that information can be found on the Passive Parks County website, and all programming is posted monthly.
Well, it's been fun to talk with you and walk through this beautiful preserve. So thank you for doing that and sharing with our viewers. And thank you all for watching 843 TV, where communities come to speak.